My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I live at 3102 Center Hill Road, Acre, Mississippi, 38841. I am under attack, badly, by Scientology. So there are more than three dimensions. This is a fact. There are 12 dimensions in total. We also have this dark energy or dark matter attached to us that you can't see. So we have biology in these extra dimensions. We utilize this biology while we are alive. Everything we do requires extra dimensional biology. I mean, every biological function we have requires extra dimensional biology. You can consider it a soul. When we die, we utilize this extra dimensional biology to have an afterlife. The human genome produces a horned alien. We are Anunnakis. That's what human DNA produces. That is what a human soul looks like. A horned alien or a horned humanoid that lives in outer space. Scientology is the practice of utilizing this extra dimensional biology before they die. I'm being attacked bad. They're cutting brain tissue out today. They gave me some severe lacerations. Then they cut some out. They cut some brain tissue out. He's saying, "Cry me a river. Cry me a river." He's so evil. They're so evil. This is Scientology. People on earth are doing this to me. See, Scientologists, they cut their soul off. And they stick technology inside of it and inside of their brains. And they put their brains inside of machines and stuff. This allows them to drive an alien. They cut their souls off. They turn it into a biology in which they can drive a vehicle. They use this technology to drive aliens. They are driving aliens onto my home, onto my location. This is home invasion. I'm in pain. They just cut brain tissue out. I got a hole right here in the extra dimensions. It goes all the way through my brain. They cut my thalamus out. Now they're damaging the underside of my brain. It hurts bad. So what their goal is, or what they're doing right now, is this technology that they use. It's also a hive mind technology. It gives them telepathy. But not only telepathy, it lets the users share in each other's sensory perception input. I mean, sight, taste, touch, smell, hearing. It allows the users to experience each other's senses. It's a very intricate and intimate uh, communication technology. It's like they share sensations. They can sense what my body feels like. They call these flow states my nervous system working. It causes euphoria when our nerves work. You feel calm and relaxed, especially if you take a substance or take a medicine. They can feel that. They feel my nervous system working, and they can actually see it. They're trying to reduce that. They're trying to take away my pleasure, my ability to feel good and function properly, mostly for sleep. They are extremely petty, jealous people. They're cutting brain tissue out. and they won't stop running their mouths. They use this telepathy to harass me. They harass me constantly. They say it's my fault. They mock me, berate me. They give me death threats. They threaten the lives of my family and my animals. They won't stop talking. They harass me constantly, 24/7, nonstop. There's a bunch of them. Some of them are in the military. Barack Obama is one. Bill Gates is one. Mark Zuckerberg. People that worked at Fast Company about a decade ago. Marketing companies. The CIA has some Scientologists. The FBI. Saying, "Oh, we're good at our job." They're calling me a terrorist. It's a lie. There's civilians and government here. Yeah, they're blaming it on me. The death of my family. They're so evil. I was kidnapped by Scientology 14 years ago. I was doing nothing wrong. They read some of my literature on social media. They forced me to assimilate. They see me participating in politics. They installed technology. I started hearing voices. I told them to get away from me. They started telling me what to do, how to do my job. I told them to get away from me. And then conflict started. A whole bunch of them came down, started harassing me, threatening my life and my liberty. And it's been 14 years of chaos. They want to cut my brain tissue out and put it in their machines. They have storage facilities on Earth that house body parts. Some of their practices is they put brain tissue in their machines, their computer systems. This allows for, this is part of their technology. The users experience this practice. They experience that brain tissue being hooked up to a machine. They're hurting people. Torture, rape, murder, molestation, mutilation, dissection, amputation. Yeah, artificial stimulation. They put brains in machines. They make people experience some fucked up shit, bad stuff. Kidnapping, human trafficking. They steal organs and tissues from people. Biological theft, identity fraud, identity theft, uh, spying on government officials, spying on classified personnel, such as myself. I was I have classified knowledge, and I was working in a classified setting upon first contact when these people assimilated me. It's highly illegal to do this to some people. You can't just show up to a person's job and try to control them. They just hit me in the heart. Please get away from me. You're breaking the law. Yes, it's Scientology. Uh, This technology also has a narcotic like effect upon them. So they run energy through their brain. This stimulates neurochemical production. It elevates neurochemicals such as dopamine, norepinephrine, serotonin. It has a narcotic like effect upon the user. It gets them high. This is leading to psychosis, delusions, irritability. They are quick to become violent. It exacerbates uh, their psychological issues like jealousy, pettiness, greed. They don't want to see other people succeed. It makes them feel bad or jealousy. Toxic masculinity is rampant among the men, especially. Yes, they're twacked out of their heads. And a lot of these people are also abusing substances, both opiates and stimulants. These people are. I'm sick. They want to kill me, steal my intellectual property, and publish it themselves. So I'm part Native American. I'm an author. I wrote Crazy Bird Comics. I wrote the Environment Creation Agency. I wrote Buffalo Dollars or Divine Currency, Alien Bob, Bug Bob, Space Bob, Jewelcraft, and other stories. They want to steal my intellectual property and use it for themselves. They're evil. They are real people. Scientologists. Yes, they cut people's brains out, put them in their machine, and make them experience some kind of digital nightmare in hell. It's like a carny ride for these people. They hook your brains up to a computer system and they stimulate all these feelings and emotions and thought patterns, and you get to enter like a dreamscape, especially when you dream, of like lucid dreaming in a digital landscape, sort of like video games or walking through a cartoon. And they even have interactive landscapes where you can like cook food or grow plants. Lucid dreaming, yeah. Uh, I've flown in helicopters or airplanes, skydived into lakes. Uh, they do things like they can trick your senses into thinking you're eating something like peanut butter, and they have one scenario where the ground is a salad, like the same like pickles and banana peppers and lettuce and stuff, and you actually feel like it's a type of lucid dreaming at your brain in a machine. And they want to artificially stimulate my brain tissue after death. They see it as something valuable. To them, body parts are commodities. They use these body parts for various purposes, whether transplants for their alien forms or for body parts for surrogate making, which is another biology that they can drive. Driving a biology, they call it a surrogate. Torture devices, is some kind of tool that's illegal. Please get away from me. They won't take their hands off of me. They're addicted to it. To them, this is a harvest. They want to harvest body parts, steal my comic books, make a snuff film. It falls in line with their normal practices, cutting body parts off of people and doing horrible shit to people. Every crime that I listed is true. I don't lie. I'm telling the truth. This is all my experiences. I also have torture scenarios. They torture me in my sleep. They make me feel pain, like uh, nightmare scenarios like buried alive or claustrophobia. because they are addicted to torture and murder. They are very religious people. It's an occult. Scientology has become an occult. They practice stuff like they call them sacrifices or religious sacrifices, or they practice torture to death and cutting body parts, mutilation. Uh, they they have delusions about being in heaven and being having God like powers. They call themselves gods or God Almighty statuses, or yes, they claim to be God, and they think they can do this to anybody they want to because they are God. In America, you can't force your religion upon people. This is a threefer for me. They're forcing Scientology on me. They're forcing Christianity on me, and they are denying me my own religion, which is Native American, Wakantanka, the unknown. But our religious practices, the only one we have, is don't cut our body parts off. We believe we need all of our body parts to be healthy and to enter the spirit world upon death. We need all of our body parts attached. That's my only religion. Don't cut my body parts off. That's what Scientology does. They won't stop talking. I've received bad brain damage today, severe lacerations. Oh, they're making me cough. Well, they got worms in my throat, in my lungs. They got holes all in my lungs, in my bronchial tubes. They got worms in my stomach, in my neck, in my brain. Foreign objects, torture devices, and they've been putting holes through me around my vitals and pulling chains. They pull chains through my body, dragging blades and spikes and who knows what else. Torture devices. They have removed most of my extra dimensional biology and they have it in their possession. There's an entanglement property between our third dimension and our extra dimensions. I'm still in those body parts no matter where they go. They are entangled to me. They are hurting me bad.